back to the channel, Team G.O.D. Back at it again with another deck profile. This will be my updated 60 card list for Red Green Broly. I've done quite a bit of testing with it. I did really well in a local tournament last week. And then after that tournament, I kind of changed a few things around. Again, took a few cards out, added a few things in. I think this is going to be the list I'm going to be sticking with from now forward until we get like any new cards that are going to come out for the newest set or anything like that. But for right now, I believe this list is perfect the way I have it for my playstyle. Obviously, if you're a different player, it might not work for you. This is more of a mid-range kind of deck, a little bit less aggro and more going towards spamming the field with a lot of attackers and maintaining board presence and card advantage until you decide to awaken and go in for the kill. This is usually a turn 4, turn 5 kill kind of deck, but with a lot of survivability built in as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's go start with a leader here. This is the Red Green Broly leader. Auto once per turn. Whenever you combo with a red or green card, draw 1. Really cool. You can do that on your turn or your opponent's turn. There's plenty of cards in here that's going to help you draw 2. And then Awaken Surge, put 2 cards under and Awaken, untap 2, draw 2. Always really good. And then his effects are activate battle. When your life is at 3 or less, you can either choose a card from your combo area and combo with it and give this card double strike, or B, choose one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and KO it. So really good utility, really good defense or offense, depending on what you want to do. You can actually use the combo ability on the defense step as well. So if your opponent's swinging at lead for game, you can kind of combo from your drop. You know, maybe survive the attack. I've done that actually a few times, especially since the second ability obviously doesn't work on unisons. So if your opponent's trying to kill you with a unison, you might be able to out combo and then use something else to defend yourself again. So really strong ability in my opinion. I've actually won quite a few games with the leader double strike. So really cool. So that's it for the leader. Now we can go ahead and get into the battle cards of the deck. This deck is mostly battle cards, if I'm being honest with you. It's like 95% battle cards. So we'll start with the 1-drops. We have 3 Saiyan Kappa Self-Awakeners, pretty self-explanatory. You know, swing, draw 1, or swing, take a life, 15k double strike. Really good, especially because he's a double strike turn 1. 3 Broly promos. Now, if you guys don't know what this does, if your opponent has 2 or more active mode energy, you play this card for 1 energy. Look at your opponent's hand, rip out a 20k or less. Getting hand knowledge and ripping out a card from their hand is absolutely amazing. So he's definitely a mandatory at 3 of, in my opinion. Really splashable in the deck. As long as your opponent has 2 or more energy. And the really cool thing about this card is that once it comes down, your opponent either has to deal with it by wasting a counterplay or something like that, or wasting an ability to kill it before it can do its effect, or you get to look at their hand and rip a card out. So either way, he's really good. Plus he's only 1 energy, so it's a lot less investment to look at your hand. I know that Raditz card from set 8, I was playing him a while ago, but he was 4 energy to look at your opponent's hand and rip out a 35k, whereas this is just 1 to do so. A lot less energy investment, and if they stop it, no big deal. They lose a card regardless. So next, one of the best cards in the deck, 1-drop Chi-Chi. Amazing. As long as you have 2 red-green multicolor cards in your energy area, whenever you combo with her, she draws a card, and then coupled with your leader ability, that's actually a draw 2. So on your turn or on your opponent's turn, as long as you have 2 multicolor red-green energy, she's a draw 2. So really helps you cycle through your deck and dig through it really well. So that's it for the 1-drops. Next, let's get into the 2-drops. We have 4 Sun Goten combos. Whenever you combo with this card, choose up to 1 field card with energy cost 2 or less, I believe, versus 2. Put it to your drop area, and if you have 5 or less cards, draw 1 and untap 1 energy. So either free 10k as long as you drop your Dormant Legend, which is what you're playing in this deck. And then if you have 5 or less cards, you draw 1, and then you draw 1 again off your leader ability. So really strong. I like this card a lot. It really helps in the defense step. If you still have Dormant Legends in your deck, you can try and combo with it, untap an energy, draw a card, or you can combo it for free from your drop area with your leader ability, draw a card, untap an energy, as long as you have the Dormant Legends still. So really strong. Next is the Checkland Broly. Gotta have 4 of those. I've actually played him sometimes. Whenever you play him, your opponent drops a card. I've actually played him sometimes in the tournaments, just to get my opponent to drop an extra card, just because it was either combo with him or just have him drop a card. And I kind of just wanted him to drop a card, and then I still combo with him anyways, I believe. So really good. Best super combo, one of the best super combos in the game, in my personal opinion, Nappa Demolition Man. Whenever you combo this card from your card, play it. So you essentially get 2 arrivals out of this card because you combo with him from your hand, play it, and then he's on the field. You can still combo with him after that, or you can swing with him. So, you know, turn 1, you can swing with him or something like that. Very, very strong. I love Napa Super Combo. Next, another little spicy addition to the deck. Super Saiyan 3 Goku one-hit wonder. So I know you see the 3-drop there, but you're not really going to play him for 3. Whenever you would minus one of your opponent's battle cards by an ability, you actually get to play him for free. And then if he's in your drop area, you can tap 1 red, activate battle, activate battle, tap 1 red, and choose one of your opponent's battle cards, and they get minus 5k. So pretty good on the defense step. And there's lots of ways to minus your opponent's cards in this deck. One of them is the Yamcha counterplay. As long as you have a Unison card and a red Unison card in play in your battle area, you can play this card for free from your hand. It's a counterplay. Choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards, minus them by 15k, and you can't play counterplays for the rest of the turn. Really, really strong card though. You just minus their cards by 15k right when they come out. Really good way to counterplay a lot of things. 2 Champa double strikes. Series self-explanatory. It's Champa. Give double strike to anything plus 10k. Great card. 3 Topos. This was at 4. I kind of like 3. I see him often enough. You kind of cycle through this deck pretty well, so you're going to see him pretty often. But yeah, Topo definitely mandatory in the deck. Fantastic card. One of your aces, Faded Kaioken Son Goku. Really good card. You can only play one of them in your battle area at a time. He's a rival, red-green for 2 energy. And then you can take a life, and if your life is at 3 or less, you get to give this card double strike and dual attack. And like I said, your Broly abilities don't activate until you're at 3 life anyways. So it's really cool to just kind of bring this guy out, awaken, untap 2, draw 2, activate his main, take a life. Now you're at 3 life. So he basically came out for free, and then you got to do his activate his effect. And that activate main once per turn to take a life and be at 3 or less. That's every turn that he's on the board. So if they don't get rid of him the turn he comes out, you can do it again next turn as long as you have enough life to do so. So really strong card. Another little tech here. 3 Infernal Villainy cells. You could make this the red Son Goku super combo if you wanted to. I personally just put the cell in here just because I wanted to have a little bit more green in the deck. So I can combo him from the drop area with my leader ability and draw a card for free, get a plus 10k draw, and then combo another red card if I need be, so that I can arrival. I can combo like a red 5k so that I can do arrival. It has happened every once in a while, and that's personally why I didn't choose to use the red Son Goku. But either way, he's a really good card, especially on the front. He's another one of those tap 1, draw 2s, because you draw an extra 1 off your leader ability, so you can tap 1, draw 2 with him, kind of dig through your deck really well. Next, one of my favorite cards in the deck entirely, 4 Champa and Beerus. Personally, I like running this card at 4. You could run it at less. I think it's a fantastic card, so that's why I'm running it at 4. You arrival for 1 red, and you choose a 20k or less on your opponent's side of the field. Pop it, and then you can give one of your battle cards with 6 or less energy double strike, which is literally your entire deck. There is no battle card in this deck puts over 6 energy. So you can give any of your cards double strike, and you pop a card, and you get to play a body. I like him a lot better than the Champa double strike. Champa double strike is great, don't get me wrong, because you can plus 10k double. But this gets rid of a card on your opponent's side of the field. You get a body, and something else gets double strike. Really good value. Plus, I love this Austin art from the Energy box. 1 4-drop Broly. This was at 2. I cut him down to 1. You can only play one of them on the board anyways. He's a really cool card in my opinion. He has the ability to give something -10 when he comes out with a rival. And then once per turn, if your opponent were a combo, you can drop a card and rip a card out of their combo area. So not as good as the 6-drop Broly, obviously, but if you have this and the 6-drop Broly on the board, your opponent pretty much is never gonna out-combo you because you can rip 2 cards out of their combo area. So really good. That's why I like him enough to put him at 1. If you like him more to put him at 2, feel free. This deck is at 60 cards, so there is no more space to add anything, but if you wanna mess around the ratios, you can do so. I tried playing it at 50, but while it was more consistent, I had to take out a lot more battle cards, and I really wanted to I'd rather have my board full of battle cards than the deck be a little bit more consistent. I don't have any consistency issues with 60 cards at all because you have so many draw 2s. So I don't see any problems with the consistency at all. Next, we're gonna play 3 of the 5-drop Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta arrival. One of the best arrivals in the game. 1 red, double strike, 20k. Choose a battle card on your opponent's side of the board, 4 or less, kill it. just really good all around. You can only play one of them per turn, so you can't like double or rival him, but I mean, it's still really, really good. 20k double strike is always really good. Next, one of the best cards in the deck, 6-drop Broly, really, really good. Also comes out for 2 green and red energy, or 2 energy total. Auto, when you ever play this card, choose two of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, give it -15, and then auto, whenever your opponent combos, you can choose a card in their combo area, put it to their drop area, and then negate that skill for the rest of the turn. You can't play this card or the other Broly without having Dormant Legend in your drop area, and you can only have one of them on the board at a time. So just in case anybody who's new to the game or new to the deck didn't realize that, but still one of the most important cards of the deck, definitely one of them at 3, so you can see him, you want him to be played, and then the other ones you can like charge, put it under your leader for awakening, whatever you gotta do with it. Next, finding a good Unison for this deck was a little difficult. There's a lot of choices. There's the Gotenks Unison, there's the Shin Shenron Unison, you know, there's even like the Demigod Unison, there's the Bardock Unison. All those are great choices. Me personally, I think the Jiren Unison, who is, by the way, only like 75 cents right now, completely slept on, underrated Unison. I think this card is absolutely amazing. He comes out for 3 red, and then his auto. Whenever your opponent goes to play a battle card or a Unison card, you can choose that card, give it -10k, and negate that skill for the turn. That is absolutely crazy. It works a lot. It gives a lot of synergy with your Yamcha counterplay, and then that Super Saiyan 3 Goku. If your opponent goes to play some cards, you can Yamcha counterplay, give them -15, and if they're not dead yet, Jiren will give them -10. Now it's dead probably, and you can neg a Unison. So for example, if you're playing against VJX and they go to mill and play their VJX Unison card, if they don't have it on the field already, that VJX card is only 5k and only comes out with 1 marker. So if you automatically minus it by 10k with Jiren, he doesn't even come out, he just dies immediately upon coming out, because he only comes out with 1 marker. So really, really fantastic in my personal opinion. +1, give this card double strike. Double strike in this deck is always amazing. And then he's going to generate markers really, really fast because he already comes out for 3. So literally the turn Jiren comes out, he's going to have 4 markers on him. And then his Activate Battle, one of the best abilities in this deck. I love it, works so well with the leader. Activate Battle, -3, choose one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, give it -25k. That pretty much kills so many things. So like I said, this Jiren has so much defense, so much synergy with the deck, it's crazy. He's going to help you survive really, really long, and you're going to have plenty of markers to use that effect. Like I said, you already have 4 markers on the first turn he comes out, and then when you pass turn, your opponent goes to swing at you or whatever, you can just drop him down to 1 marker, kill something. Fantastic. I love the card so much. Next, just, you know, our 7 extra cards here. We only have 3 Dormant Legends. You're literally only playing it for the Gotenks effect and for the Broly's and stuff like that. That's the only reason why you're playing it. You do want to play at least 3 just because you want to be able to like get them to the drop area. I was playing 2 for a while just for consistency purposes, but they ended up in my life or they ended up in my hand. Really, really sad. So there's just no point in doing that. And then got 4 after image technique. You know, again, like I said, a lot of ways to minus in this deck. So like that Super Saiyan 3 Goku, he's definitely coming out. The main strategy for this deck, the way I built it, is just fill your board up with battle cards and turn your whole board against your opponent. Swing as hard as you can, get them down. And Topos, after image techniques, the Yamchas, the Jiren Unison, your leader effect, the amount of combo power you have, you should really be able to survive pretty well. I've built a pretty good side deck for this deck as well. A lot of really good side deck cards. Things like Beerus Ball will be really good against that Trunks counterplay. Mecha Gabura, really, really good for this deck as well. Kind of just don't let your opponent play a certain card. But yeah, this deck is definitely a turn 4, turn 5 kill. The Secret Rare SS3 Scamble, really, really good card to add to this deck if you have it. I experimented with it. I didn't care for it too much. I mean, it's a one-of in the deck. It's not going to hurt you to put it in there, but I did really well at the tournament. I played against Kid Ku, I played against Shin Shenron, and I played against Vegito, and then I played against a mirror match, and I won 3 out of those. And the Secret Rare wouldn't have helped me regardless, and I just didn't need it. So really, just not needed for the deck. The Secret Rare is pretty cheap though; it's only like 45-50 bucks. So if you want to pick it up, go ahead. I wouldn't stop you. The Grade 8 Bardock Secret Rare might also be able to work because you do charge red-green majority of the time, so you should have 5 green energy to be able to play him from your hand and give him the dual attack double strike and everything. So another good option. He's also pretty cheap. I believe he's like 60 bucks. So either one of those Secret Rares are good if you want to add one in here. really strong options. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have anything else you guys want to ask me about in the comments, please feel free. We're going to be trying to do more things on this channel, do more deck profiles from different members of my team. We're going to be trying to start a podcast soon. If you guys are interested in the podcast, let me know down below. Catch you guys next time. Peace.